Hey guys, Redbeard here. So this week I'm going to do a review of a new piece of gear that I got. It's called the Pantac Mini MAP pack. So getting ready to go to Red Storm East, I was kind of looking at like a back panel setup that I was reevaluating what I had before on my Cyclone carrier to see if there's something like a new piece of gear, because I had some money to open up. See if there was something I could figure out that would actually carry everything that I needed to all in one, plus a little bit more some. And what I had, it just didn't quite have enough space in order to carry everything that I wished it would. So I looked up on Pantac's website and saw they had a mini map pack for cost about $80, but so I ran it a couple weeks ago. So it was actually one heck of a stress test. So the weather conditions for this, it rained the entire day. So I'll get into more of the specs of how much the actual pack actually weighed at the end of the day. But let's just say I definitely put it through its paces that day, because it rained the whole day, soaked to the bone. But overall, my impressions of it were actually pretty good. So without further ado, Pantac Mini MAP pack. So as you can tell, there's nothing in this. It's not packed up at all, and it's mounted on my Condor Cyclone carrier, which is a clone of a Banshee, shellback Banshee. So the MSRP for this cost me about like $80 with 3-day shipping, $3, $16 for 3-day shipping, ended up being like $96, and I'm actually quite pleased with this. So just to kind of give you a run through of the actual pack itself. On the outside here, we have a pouch out here. Either you can carry an extra sidearm, or this is what I'm planning on using it to carry a speed loader in here. Pouch here with a little bit of Velcro on the outer panel. In here you can put batteries, anything else, extra batteries for your gun, anything of that sort. Another pouch here, and these are just like for the accessories. So these are like the smaller items. So like some things I would put in here would be like a smaller toolkit. I have like a big toolkit. I actually keep in my main one with actually like a utility pouch, with my screwdrivers, Allen keys, that kind of thing. And here, at least in this one, I would put extra gun batteries that I would put in here, or any other batteries, whether it be for comms or my flashlight or optics or something along those lines. And here I have two little small BB carrying grenades. I right now have them run up to carry my tornado, which I use .12s, in my tornado grenades, so that way it's a lighter BB. It'll fly actually farther out, a little more dispersion versus the .28s or .25s, which is really more of a waste. But for now, I actually may, because I'm running out of .12s, I'll actually use and put .28s in there, so I have an extra one. I can just pop in a couple mag with the speed loader that's here. That's on the outside of it. On the top part of it, this is what's kind of cool, because I've seen this in a couple other different backpack carriers. They have two mag retention, or mag pouches actually here on the back. I've seen them, at least on the website, you can see that they actually put like maybe like a grenade in one of these. I've seen other people do that too. I'm actually going to put 2 extra magazines here, maybe 4, I don't know. We'll see. I have enough space now. I have more space than what I would need. So I have some creative options in which, if I need to, I can figure out how to expand around and use it. I have real estate now. Now to go into the actual inside part of the backpack. That's the inside. Okay. There's actually kind of a neat feature here. I don't know what this actual real-world purpose would be. Maybe to hold like a not quite like a deck kit, but like a entry kit. There's a elastic band. Yeah, see this? In Airsoft, I immediately saw what use this could be. In Airsoft, you can actually use this for all these. You use like a Polar Star or an HPA type system. This can secure an air tank, which is also very nice to it. So I saw that, immediately thought that would actually be cool for airsofters. On top of it, also being able to hold maybe a larger bladder of the sort. And that's what this pouch is for, to hold a bladder. It can hold maybe like a 1 to 1.5 liter bladder, from what I was guessing. I'm not going to actually run a bladder through this because I have this lovely retention pouch right here. I can keep a water bottle, which I can carry another 2 liters in there. It's actually pretty easy for me to excess. One of my concerns with that, though, this particular pouch is the retention system on it. With me running around and it possibly maybe fall off. So I put in a couple little modifications to it, or at least some safety things, with extra secure, not safety, but secure things that I did. I added a carabiner that would actually be attached to the bottle itself, and then the bottle would sit within retention. Now during the game, did not shift, did not come out, it worked fine. The retention was really good. Once you get it set right and actually sits properly within that actual pouch itself, works great. Now there were some things that I actually had to do that are a little different. I mean, you can actually probably see it right now. There's some zip ties you can see here in the mounting procedure, and at least onto this particular carrier. This carrier is not the greatest of quality. For the price point, you pay what you get for. But if you had like, there's a lot of extra fabric between the plate or the fake plate. So that loose fabric tends to want to make the actual pack sag just a little bit. It was just enough where it was a little uncomfortable for me. It didn't quite fit my taste. So what I had to do is remount it so it actually sat up higher. So it's actually, I'm using the carry handle on my plate carrier. It's like the top row of molly to kind of pull it up. Just for those of you wondering about dimensions and stuff, it does straps here and here. There's actually one molly space in between those, so it covers up 3. So if you have the Condor plate carrier, it goes right across, evenly across the top. Awesome. However, the modification I had to do is it comes with these little almost like side almost set up for like a strap, like a compression strap kind of setup, which you can kind of see from here. And what I did was I zip tied using the molly weave just above it, just below it. I actually put zip ties on each of those to actually further secure the pack onto the back of the carrier. Because what I found was, like, if you've ever used like a backpack when you run, there's a little bit of sway, right? Well, without doing the zip tie mod pack, the sway was a bit noticeable and rather annoying. After the zip ties, putting the zip ties to it, it was fine. I mean, it reduced it quite a bit. I still think there was a little bit more of the pack sway, but I think that was mostly due to the carrier itself, with the extra fabric and the space in between the plate and the carrier itself. I guess I'm going to hypothesize and say I think that'll actually be reduced if you have a higher quality carrier, like either a real Banshee and APC, or just a higher quality carrier. So that is why, sadly, the actual attachment part, that is why I actually gave this a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10. I would recommend it. It's a great pack. I loved it. I ran around with it. I remember my first time playing Airsoft, period, had a big backpack on with that pack sway. Talking about that pack sway. First run, like trying to just run out from spawn, it killed me. Literally just died, went back, ripped it off. Like, nope, don't need this. I haven't had this issue at all with this. Granted, I go to the gym, I work out, I'm in some sort of shape so I can handle this, but still, that pack sway, not really that big of a deal to me. Once you do the zip tie mod, if you're using a cyclone carrier, once you do that and then you kind of balance it out just a little bit, the actual total weight, when I actually had this decked out with everything that I wanted, which had a propane tank, the tool kit, actually had 2 extra mags, empty space, speed loader, extra BBs, and extra gun batteries with the water. That's just on this pack. That added about maybe just shy of 20 pounds. That's actually not that bad. And I mean, that's pretty heavy for a pack, but then once you actually mount it properly on the carrier, if you do it the way I did it, up above the carrier, so it actually sits a bit higher than the actual back part of it, and it sits more on my upper back, I didn't notice it at all. It didn't make my back hurt, didn't make me tired, didn't actually take the front part of the carrier and actually pull it back up into my throat. Didn't do that at all. So if you're looking for a mini map pack or like some sort of map pack kind of thing, check out Pantac. It might be a little bit on the pricier side of things, but it is really good quality. It's not waterproof, but it's water resistant. I did see water actually start to bead on the outside of it. It will keep whatever you want inside of this, like in the actual compartments, it will keep that dry. just don't be out there for 5 days and just take care of your gear. But obviously, since we're all airsofters, we're not going to be out there in the sandbox and do all that stuff like real steel stuff. We're not doing that. But for airsoft, it's good. It's a good pack. It's definitely one of the more quality gears. I'm going to have this for a long time. So if you're looking for a pack to get, like a mini map pack or a map pack of any kind similar to that, I'd recommend this. Be on the lookout though, because E-House and I are going to do a review because he has a special pack coming, and we've actually talked about when I actually first got this and we were talking about it. We're going to do a little comparison of this and then another little bit higher quality map pack option that you may have if you want to spend just a little bit more. That's all. This is the Pantac Mini Map Pack, and I'm Redbeard.